Hi, this is Jeanie, and it is Game 5, Lakers-Houston. Phil and I are on our way to Staples Center, and I want to hear what is on Phil's mind, because I really haven't talked to him this afternoon. Okay, Phil, I'm turning it over to you.
What?
What happened today?
Well, we just had to watch Lamar today because basically we're really concerned about his capabilities or abilities with his contusion on his back. Fortunately, there isn't any, major structural damage to his back, and it's contusion. He's not doing any spasming from nerve problems. So, we're gonna go see how he is when we get to the court and see if he can, sustain the effort or not sustain the effort, and then we'll have to go another direction. But it's really interesting is that, this town is so turned on their nose. It's not about the fact that we got home court advantage back, but the fact we lost last Sunday in such a way that everybody felt embarrassed for the team and felt the team was embarrassed. This has been the topic that's been interesting in the last 2 days.
Well, did you think that perhaps maybe the fact that Yao Ming, who was one of their all-stars, was going to not, was out for the rest of the playoffs, that people just kind of expected that it would be a great Mother's Day victory?
Well, I don't know if people remember or not, but last year Houston won 22 straight games in the NBA. And they did half of those games without Yao Ming on the team with them. He missed a month, and during that stretch when they ran off with some, 22 victories or whatever it was, the second longest string ever to be had in the NBA. So they really have a sense of how to play with him or without him. And, their game's entirely different when he's not on the court, and so the adjustment factor was totally in their favor. They got us. They got us really bad. So, that's one thing that, people forget about in just a cursory basketball fan is the effects of, an individual player on the court and what happens to a team's, attack, how they change their attack. And we got attacked off the dribble instead of off the post.
And how is that going to be different tonight?
Well, we got our big guys. They have to be, protecting our guards. Their whole game tonight is about, they did a good job with Yao, and now, the job is now how do you protect your guards from that penetration, because it's a team effort. It doesn't boil down to one player like, everybody's pointing fingers at Fish is, not quite as fast as he was or whatever, and, we just have to relax and go out in this game and play the defense that we're capable of.
Well, Phil, I can tell you from my Twitter account that the responses that I'm getting is 90% positive, 10% negative. So 90% are behind you. We're not panicked. Go for it, and we'll talk to you after the game.
Gee, 100,000 people are, negative? All right.
Okay. Congratulations, honey. Great win. Really like to see the players getting back in their rhythm.
Yeah, but in the locker room after halftime, I told them that, or after the game, I told them that the only thing we ensured was that a Game 7 would be played back here in LA. That's the only thing that was done. It was a big win. We gave them a real kicking, but, that's all that got accomplished. Is that now we know that we got 7th game at home court in our building.
Any change in game plan for Thursday?
I don't know. We'll see how Lamar improves over the next 2 days,
Was he stiff after the game?
Yeah, he's hurt. He's pretty ginger, but he gave us a really nice effort off the bench.
Sure did. Anybody else stand out in your mind?
Our bench played really well in the second period, kind of broke the game open. That last second shot in the first quarter, jumped us into 11-point lead, and they weren't quite ready, and Jordan's good at that kind of thing, and, that vaulted us into a little bit of momentum swing again at the end of the quarter. We were down 7 points in the first quarter and got back and, ended the game up, or that quarter up by 11, I think, big swing. And then to take, a 20-point lead into halftime was, was a big deal. So they were really after it tonight.
Did you notice what the fans did tonight?
The wave for 2 minutes or 3 minutes or
What'd you think about that?
I think it's the best wave they've done since
Yeah.
I've been here. I'm not a big fan of the wave. I think it's disconcerting to players to play around it. You know, they don't know what's going on. They wonder what the fans are doing. That's creating the ruckus, and people are kind of bored of the game. You know, but
I don't
it's a
think
unified effort.
I don't think they were bored.
They just
Because
wanted
if
to
they were
celebrate.
bored, they would have left. No, there was so much energy that everybody wanted to be a part of it. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a Staples Center crowd do the wave like that. Did you see me jump up and down? I was doing it too.
No, I was watching the game. I was watching the wave.
So, practice tomorrow?
Yeah, flight in the afternoon. I'm going to watch Denver play their game tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Central Time. So, be an opportunity to see them play again.
Did you see the Anaheim Ducks one?
Yeah.
So we got a Game 7 in that series.
Game 7 in Boston, Carolina series. And Boston came back and won in Carolina tonight to force a Game 7 in the Boston Garden. So there's a couple Game 7s in Hockeyville.
And then we have a Game 6 with the Boston Celtics in Orlando.
Yeah, but
It'll go 7.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not really watching that. That's too far away to watch, you know.
It's just good basketball. It's fun.
Right. Yeah, that was a pretty close ending. Today's game was close. I was in and out of it, and the Celtics made a big comeback at the end of the game.
This playoffs are fun, I have to say. Well, we'll let you get some sleep.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thanks, Bill.